Assalamualaikum, my name is Muhammad Fitri bin Muhammad Saidi. I would like to present to my mock seminar presentation. Thank you for your goodness and give us opportunity to complete this task. We hope you will enjoy this mock seminar. We choose toxic family. I choose toxic family cause mental health as our topic for today. First of all, what is toxic family and what is mental health? Toxic family is one where your family members don't respect your boundaries. Toxic family members treat an unhealthy family situation. Toxic family members also build stressful interpersonal relationship and cause mental and emotional distress. While mental health refers to cognitive, behavioral, and emotional well-being, it is all about how people think, feel, and behave. People sometimes use the term mental health to mean the absence of a mental disorder. The increase in mental health problem, especially among children and teenagers in this country, is seen to be at an alarming level, and many cases related to the disease have been repeated recently. Most of the increasingly serious mental health problems are home-based. Many mental health problems stem from within the home when environmental factors. Children have a bitter experience during childhood at home will have serious long-term effect until adulthood. Toxic family or family problem are the common cause of mental health. Let's move to our first point. First and foremost, most of you might wondering what is childhood trauma, right? So basically, childhood trauma is often described as serious events childhood experience. Children may go through a range of experiences that classify as psychological trauma. This might include neglect, abandonment, sexual abuse, and physical abuse. With seeing abuse of sibling or parent, or having a mental parent. There are two causes. There might be a reason why childhood past can cause mental health. First, emotional abuse. Emotional abuse, which is sometimes called psychological abuse, is a pattern of behavior that damages a child's sense of self-worth and negative impact their emotional development. In addition, is withholding love and support. The person emotionally abusing the child also may reject, criticize, threaten, demean, and beat the child. They also might humiliate the child, engage in name-calling, and insult them. Emotional abuse can occur in conjunction with physical abuse. Sexual abuse or neglect and is one of the hardest forms of abuse to recognize. Often it is suitable and insidious, slowly chipping away at the child's self-esteem. Next is physical abuse. Physical abuse of children, also known as accidental injury or beating. This condition occurs when a child receives physical injury from the treatment or neglect of a parent, guardian, or those given the responsibility to care for the child. Most parents feel their child needs to be cancelled or feel pain for the purpose of disciplining them. Studies continue to show hitting children is still practiced by parents at all social levels, involving children of all ages. Most children receive mild punishment for physical disciplinary purposes such as slapping or ear pulling. However, most slap or blow are due to a parent or guardian feel hurt or uncontrollable anger, while there is a difference between corporal punishment and physical abuse. Most parents who abuse their child begin with the intention of carrying out corporal punishment. However, the injury was due to a lost parent control. Additionally, the effect of childhood trauma are post-traumatic stress disorder, mental disorder, and bipolar disorder. Post-traumatic stress disorder is psychiatric disorder that may occur in people who have experienced or witnessed a traumatic event such as a natural disaster, a serious accident, a terrorist act, war combat or theft, or who have been treated with ill sexual violence or serious injury. People with PTSD have intense, disturbing thoughts and feelings related to their experience that last long after the traumatic event has ended. They may relive the event through flashback or nightmare. They may feel sadness, fear, or anger, and they may be feel detached or estranged from other people. People with PTSD may avoid situations of people that remind them of a traumatic event, and they may have a strong negative reaction to sometimes as ordinary as a loud noise or an accidental touch. While mental disorder is called a mental illness or psychiatric disorder, is a behavioral or mental pattern that causes significant distress or impairment of personal function. Such features may be persistent, relapsing, and remitting, or occur as a single episode. However, bipolar disorder, formerly known as manic depressive illness, is a brain and behavior disorder characterized by severe shifts in a person's mood and energy, making it difficult to the person to function. The condition typically starts in late adolescence or early adulthood, although it can show up children and in older adults. People often live with the disorder without having it properly diagnosed and treated. When depressed, a person feels persistently sad, hopeless, and lethargic, and may feel suicide among other symptoms. When manic, a person becomes overly elate, more irritable, requires less sleep, make grand plans, and may impulsively engage in potential dangerous behavior. Lastly, having divorced parents or separately family also cause mental illness. Why? Because from our research, we found out that most problematic student background was from divorced parents. There are many causes of how can divorce happen. The first one is financial problem. According a new survey by Ramsey Solution, magnified are the second leading cause a divorce. Behind effectively, results show that both high level of debt and a lack of communication are major causes for the stress and anxiety surrounding household finance. Secondly, lack of communication is also the cause why divorce happen. The majority of argument happen because of a communication breakdown, both in a marriage as during a separation when couples are going through a divorce. Improving communication can make a really big difference. When there is no communication in a relationship, couples have no room to compromise. Thirdly, not aware of one's self-responsibilities. Last but not least, to avoid mental illness, we should have supported surroundings such as felt our problem to someone that we can trust. You can see the video that look family problem.
I've never told anybody this, but the day that my best friend killed herself, my principal came in to get me from my class, and when he told me to grab all my stuff because he wasn't sure I'd be back, literally my heart sank to the bottom of my feet. Like, I was so scared. And the reason for that was because literally the only thing that was on my mind was my parents. I was thinking to myself, like, oh my God, what now? Like, did they finally, take it too far? Like, I was so afraid. And he could tell by the look on my face, and he was like, oh, no, don't worry, like, you're not in trouble. But I was panicking that, honestly, like, my friend thing was probably the last thing I was thinking about. I should have been thinking about that, but in my mind, like, my parents have always been a constant thing, so that's what I thought of.